G'day guys, my name is Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play I Took a Pill in Ibiza by Mike Posner. Now this is the acoustic version, which is the original version, and it's so good on the acoustic guitar. Now for the basics of this song, you'll need your guitar in standard tuning and you'll need a capo on the 3rd fret of your guitar. The guitar I'm playing in this lesson is the Journey Instruments OF312 travel guitar that has a collapsible neck, so it's great for traveling. If you want to find out more, there's a link in the description below. Alright, let's jump into the lesson. Alright, so let's start with the intro, which is a lot of fun to play, but it is quite tricky. So if you are a beginner, I would recommend just skipping this and heading straight to the verse, pre-chorus and chorus chords. So let's start with the intro, and we're going to get into a D sort of shape first, like this. You just need your index and your ring finger down on the 2nd and 3rd strings. For the first phrase, you're going to start by plucking these 2 strings and hammering on with your pinky finger onto the 4th fret of the 3rd string. Like that. Then for the second pluck, you're gonna hit those same 2 strings but pull off your pinky finger. And then we have an open 3rd string, like that. So the first lead in lick, and then we're gonna go to a G chord. But again, the first lick, and then when we get to the G chord, we're going to strum it, hold that out for a little bit, and then hit the bass note, and then strum again. So just the G chord by itself, and together with the lead in lick. Then you're going to play that same lead in lick again. After that lick, with your ring finger only on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, we're going to strum the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, but hammer your index finger into place to a D chord shape. And then we're going to hit the bass note again, and then we're going to strum all the strings from the 4th string onwards, and we're going to hammer our middle finger into shape for a D, like that. So this chunk, and with the lead in lick behind it, then for the next lead in lick, it's a little trickier. We're going to start with the 4th string, the open 4th string. Then we're going to do that hammer on with our pinky finger. Then we're going to do another hammer on, but it's a hammer on pull off. So we're going to hit those 2 strings, hammer on, pull off with your pinky finger. And then lift your index finger and hit the open 3rd string. So this lead in lick. And then for our next chunk, we go to a C add 9. And we're going to play this chord and hammer on our index finger into place. Bass note, and then a strum. So just the chunk by itself. And for this final lick in this first line of tab, it's the bass note of the C add 9. And then we're going to hit the 5th and 4th strings, but hammer on and pull off our index finger, like that. And then hit the 5th string again, so that lick. And then we end this line of tab by going back to our G chord, strumming it, and hammering on our index finger into place. And the rest of this chunk is, again, the bass note, and then strumming the rest of the strings. So that G. And that's everything for the first line of tab, which sounds like this. For the first lick in the 2nd line of tab, we're going to hit the open 4th string, and then with your ring finger, hit the 2nd fret of the 3rd, slide it up to 4th, hit the open 2nd string, and then hit the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then finally the open 3rd string. So the lick in total. And then our next chunk is the G chord again, bass note and strum, and with the lick in front of it. next lick is similar to what we had previously, so the slide from second to fourth, but third fret of the second string here. Then we hit the fourth string and slide back down to second, and then open third string. So that lick. And then we're going to play that D chord a similar way that we did in the first liner tab, and with the lick in front of it. And then the next lick is the same lick that we had in the first liner tab, so. Then the next lick and the C add 9 are identical to what we had in the first liner tab, so. And then this final lick is where we differ a tiny bit. So we're going to hit the bass note of the C add 9, strum the 5th and 4th strings, but pull off our index finger. Then hit the 5th string, pull off your middle finger there, and then end with a G chord, but we're hammering on our index finger. So that final part of this intro. And that's it for the intro, which sounds like this in total. So that's it for the intro lick. Now, when you're learning it, just make sure that you take it slowly and isolate those individual licks, and that way it'll become a lot clearer as to what's going on. But essentially, you're just playing a full chord progression, just a G, D, C add 9, and G, and playing the licks around those chords. So now let's get to the verse, which is really, really simple. It's just that same 4-chord progression. So we have a G, a D, a C add 9, and a G. And in the verse, it's really simple because you just strum each chord and hold it out. There's no strumming pattern involved. Next, we get to the pre-chorus, which has 2 lines of chords. We're going to start with an E minor 7. So it's the same as the G chord, except you take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So that's E minor 7. Then we have D. We have C add 9 and G. The second line of chords is identical, except for the G, we just replace it with another C add 9. Now in this pre-chorus, we have a simple strumming pattern that goes like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Now you're just gonna play that once for each of the chords, and it's as simple as that. So the pre-chorus. Next we get to the chorus, and it's the same chords as the verse, except we're adding in the strumming pattern. So the chorus. And the only other thing we need to learn in this song is the break, which is just 1 line of chords. It's G, D, and 2 C add 9s, and that's played after the second chorus, I believe. But those are all the parts that you need to learn for this song. Overall, it's a very simple song if you're cutting out the intro, but the intro is what's going to be a bit tricky for most people, but if you just keep at it, you should be able to get it. So now I'll be doing a full playthrough of the song, and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. A big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Took a pill in Ibiza, show of Vinci, I was cool. And when I finally got sober, felt 10 years older, but fuck, it was something to do. I'm living out in LA, I drive a sports car just to prove I'm a real big baller, cause I made $1 million and I spent it on girls and shoes. You don't wanna be high like me, never really know why like me. You don't ever wanna step off the roller coaster. You don't wanna ride a bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing. Oh, I know the sad songs, darling. Oh, I know the sad songs, just to see her who ready, blue and shy. I get along with old timers cause my name's a reminder of a pop song people forgot. And I can't keep a girl, no, cause as soon as the sun comes up, I got 'em all loose and work's my excuse. But the truth is I can't open up. Now you don't wanna be high like me, never really know why like me. You don't ever wanna step off the roller coaster. No, you don't wanna ride the bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing. Oh, I know sad songs, darling. Oh, I know sad songs, sad songs. Took a plane to my hometown. I brought my pride and my guitar. All my friends are all gone, but there's manicured lawns, and I still think I'm a star. I walked around downtown and met some friends on Lafayette. They said, tell us how to make it, cause we're getting real impatient. So I looked them in the eye and said, you don't wanna be high like me, never really know why like me. You don't ever wanna step off the roller coaster. Oh no, you don't wanna ride a bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing. Oh, I know sad songs, darling. Know that I know sad songs, sad songs.
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here, Or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.